Hey there, YouTube. Um, just kind of, want to show you guys, kind of my experience. Running your own race. Reason being, so I just started racing asphalt oval again. So I'm starting in the lower ranks. I mean, mostly because I have to. But I'm doing the Legends series. Um, and in this race, we started out in fourth and finished third, but I led. You'll see here, 16 laps out of this race, and I feel like that's a pretty good finish. Um, but we're gonna go into it and kind of review this race because yes, we almost won, but we didn't, and that's mostly due to a couple incidents that happened at the end of the race, specifically lap 28, 29. Um, Here's the race, and I'm gonna have it on the blimp, so it's easier to digest. So as you can see, we're all kind of covered up here at the beginning. We stay kind of close for the first little bit. And then towards the end, things change. So right there's already one incident that red number 4. And I will say this race does get real dicey. So as soon as the race starts, I pretty much fall back to 8th, immediately. Like I said, I just race my own race. I'm not trying to cause incidents. I'm trying to move up in the ranks. Don't necessarily care about wins because ultimately safety rating and is the most important, especially over your I rating. So you'll see right there that number 5 slides up. I presume hits their entryway to pit lane, and that's not the only time you're going to see that car just flying up the track like that. And there's a prime example of that. Like I said, it's not the only time you're going to see that number 5 doing some crazy stuff. Look, there's another one involving number 5. I believe at this point I'm running third. Could be wrong. Let's see yeah, I'm running third. There's the 5. Stopped again. It's very clear that that number 5 had an APB on one of the cars. I'm not entirely sure which car that was. somehow missed that wreck, especially when that white number 8 started coming up the track. There's that number 5 again, and then the number 2. I am now in first place. So that number 5 had been targeting multiple cars throughout this race and kind of just taking out the leaders. Luckily for me, that number 5 did not go out of their way specifically to try and hit me. But as you can see, like in the audio here, there are still incidents happening, like that number 9 right there. They just got loose and hit the wall, so didn't really need to worry about them. And I just kind of want to bring up, this is my second race of the season. And really, I haven't really messed with doing oval outside of like street stock. But I can say, like, racing these legends are a lot of fun. The races are definitely a little scrappy. This is definitely one of the scrappier races I've had to deal with. Like, as you can see, like, I'm not being super aggressive. I'm just driving my own, like, racing my own race. I'm doing my best to keep it clean. I'm not going for any lap records or anything like that. But here for a little while, I get real lucky, and it's kind of just wide open, and it's like I'm running by myself. So I can go a little bit at my own pace, especially with that number 5 taking out pretty much the entire field. Now, for this race, there was 2 splits. I was in the lower split, which I'm perfectly fine with, because I'm still, 1, learning this track, and 2, learning the cars. Because they are such a short wheelbase, they have a tendency to want to slip out, and it's very hard to recover from. But right about here, I catch up to this number 8. And I pretty much stick behind him until the incident happens here in the next couple of laps. I wanted to play it on the safer side. Didn't want to get caught up or anything. And I think ultimately he's the reason why I get caught up into an incident. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't watched this replay fully through yet. But I do know I get a little close to him, but I've got decent throttle control, luckily. I believe this is where I get caught up. So This number one catches up, and that person's now in first, um, which I'm fine with. They were running a way faster race, so like I was happy with second. So I passed this number 8 right here. Okay, that might have been my fault. Um, let's see. I'm not exactly sure how to rewind a little bit. Okay, yeah, that is my fault. I thought I was clear. Um, because um, the in-game or the in-sim spotter hadn't said anything yet. Obviously, it's not like telling the in-car. Yeah, and there isn't a way to. Well, there is the cockpit, but um, it doesn't show like the in-car notifications and stuff like that. So um, that most definitely is my fault. As you can see, I come down the track and I make contact with them. Um, so I will take that. Luckily, I recover pretty quickly, but it's not enough to um, maintain my second place position. Um, and I get a little loose right there, but I maintain control. Um, and then looks like I just lost control there as well. Um, I couldn't tell during race if I was hit or not, so that's very clear indicator that it was not um, due to anybody else. But I will say, like I said, I'm still learning the cars. Um, so that was on lap 30 that both of those happened. No, yeah, it was lap 29 and then lap 30. Um, but I just want to say, like, this is a pretty good example of just running your own race. Because a lot of people, I feel like, have a tendency um, to overcompensate, like to overcorrect the car. Um, and really just a number of things. Racing too aggressively, which can lead to mistakes. Um, yeah, just a number of different things. So, um, if you enjoyed watching me break down my replay here, um, hit the thumbs up. Hit the like button. Um, and if there's any feedback you want to leave for me, just leave that in the comment section. I will look at the comments. It's not a in-car view, so it's kind of hard to give some feedback, but um, any feedback that can be given will be greatly appreciated as I'm learning how to race these cars. I do intend on going well in series after I get my I rating up high enough, and then going to ARCA after that, and then maybe Truck Series. So I'm gonna slowly move up the NASCAR ranks. But I do a lot of dirt oval, specifically right now late model and micro sprints. or not micro sprints, non-wing sprints, the 305s. Alrighty, until next time, you guys. Bye-bye.